Ride, who approaches, Tam and ride. A tour on the black arch of Keystone, that dreary hour he mounts his beasting, and sick a night he tacks a rodent. Napier, sinner, it's a broaden, the wind blew, it would blow its last, the rattling showers rose on the glass, the speedy gleams, the darkness swallowed, loud deep and long, the thunder bellowed. That night, a child might understand. Deal business on his hand. Wheel mounted on his grey mare, a better never lifted leg, Tam skelped on through Dublin mire, despising wind and rain and fire, whilst hung fast his good blue bonnet, whilst crooning out some old Scots sonnet, whilst round round we prudent cares, lest the Google's time. Round round we prudent cares, lest Bogles catch some unawares. This time it was across the ford, where in the snow the chapman snored, and past the Birks and Bakelstein, where Drucken Charlie, Bracksnake Bean, through the winds and by the cairn, where hunters fund him hurt at pain. Near the thorn in the well, where Bungus Miller hanged herself. Before him, Doon pours all his floods. The Dublin storm roars through the woods. The lightnings flash from pole to pole, and near more near the thunders roll, and glimmering through the groaning trees. Kirkalloway seems in a blaze. Through ilk a bore the beams were glancing. Loud resounded, mirth and dancing. Oh, inspiring bold John Barleycorn. What dangerous house can make us scorn? We dipany, we fear nae evil. We ask for that, we'll face the devil. The swats say reamed and tappy Scotland. Fair play, he carefully deals the bottle. But Maggie stood like Sarah astonished, till by the heel and hand admonished, she ventured forward on the light. And wow, Tam saw an unca sight. Warlocks and witches in a dance. No, Cthulhu right new for France, but hornpipes, jigs for space and reels, but life and metal in the reel. At Winnick Bunker in the east, there sat old Nick in shape of beast, a towsy type, black, grim and large. Together music was his charge. He screwed the pipes and gat them skirl, till roof and rafters rod the dirl. Coffins to trim, like open places that showed their deed in their last dresses, and by some devilish cantrips, like each in their cold hand held a light, by which heroic Tam was able to note upon the holy table a murderer's banes and gibbet earns, twa span lang wi unchristened bairns, a thief you pity frae a rape with his last gasp he's grabbed at gate, 5 tomahawks with blood red rusted, 5 scimitars with murder crusted, a garter which a babe had strangled, a knife a father's throat had mangled, whom his ain son o' life bereft. The grey-haired statue to the heft. Oh, we made it horrible enough if it seemed the name would be him awful. But as Tammy glowered, amazed and curious, the mirth and fun grew fast and furious. The piper loud and louder blew, the dancers quick and quicker flew, the reel descent across the clicket, till Elka Carlin swat and reeked. And Cruster Duddies to the work, and Lincoln at the tenor cirque. Tam, had they been queens? Oh, plump and strapping in their teens, their sets instead of Tracy Flannan being snow white, 17 Hunter linen, their breeks of mine, my only pair of Innsworth plush would get blue hair. I would have given them off my hubbies for a blanket of bonny birdies. But with beldams, old and droll, rig woody hags would Spain a foal, louping and flinging on a cupboard. Oh, I wonder didn't he turn my stomach. But Dan kenned what was food rolling. There was a winsome wench in Wally that night enlisted in the corps. Long kenned after on Carrick shore for money a beastie dead she shot and perished money a bonny boat. Kept shoot both meikle corn and bear and kept the countryside in fear. Her kitty sack o' paisley hand that as a lassie she had worn in longitude though sorely scanty. It was her best and she was vaunty. Ah, little kenned I Reverend Granny, that sack she coughed for her wee Nanny. Me £12 Scots 'twas all her riches. Wherever grace, a dance, or witches. But here my muse her wingmaker, sick fliss are far beyond her power to sing through Nanny, lap and flang. Oh, a simple jade she was, and strang, and how Tammy stood like bewitched, and thought as vera enriched. Even Satan glowed and fidged through fain, and watched and blew we might and main, till first he kept her sign another. Damn, think his reason altogether, and rose out. Well done, carry sack! And in an instant, all was dark. And scarcely had he Maggie rallied, when out the hellish legion sallied, as bees was out behind the fight, when plundering herds a sailor bite, as open pussy's murder foes, when pop she starts before her nose, as eager runs a market crowd, when catch a thief, he sounds loud, so Maggie runs, the witches follow, with money and eldritch screeching, oh, I'll get thy fin. In hell they'll roast you like a hen. In vain thy Kate awaits thy coming. He soon will be a woeful woman. Now, do thy speedy utmost, Meg, and when the keys stay near a brink, for there at the end thy tail may toss, a running stream they dare to cross, but ere the key stayed she could lead, a friend to tell she had to see, for Nanny, far before the rest, had upon noble Maggie breast, and flew at Tammy furious hell. But little was she Maggie's. He sprang, brought off her master heel, but left behind her ain great tail. Calm, Clorton, lather up, and left poor Maggie scarce a stump. Now for this tale of truth shall read, Gilt man and mother son tak heed, when they are to drink you haven't played, or cutty sacks run in your mind. Think, ye may buy the joys our dear. Remember, tam o'shanter's mare.
Not only do you remember that, but you remember it while dancing up and down. In fact, the dancing was very good. Next, we're going to draw the raffle. Those of you that were here last year will remember me expressing some surprise that the prize in the raffle was Graham Russell. It was Charlie Drake who sang that his boomerang wouldn't come back. Oh, that he was throwing Graham Russell, because he's come back. Carry on. We're not done this winter, you don't have this done. So Graham's going to draw the raffle, and he's going to draw it quickly, because nobody ever said, oh, let's drag out drawing the raffle.
Thank you, and thanks very much for buying the tickets and for everyone who's contributed to the prizes. I think there's something like 18 prizes, so there's a 1 in 4 chance of you winning. If you win more than one, well, we'll leave it up to you. Sarah, could I ask you to draw the first ticket out, please? Thank you. It's green and white, and it's number 67. Hold your hand up as one of my... You comedian. Just the one. And this one's blue, number 37.
I picked your ticket, David. I'll try and do that. David, I picked that ticket for you.
Yeah, you did. This is pink, or whatever colour you want to call it. Number 193.
That's good top table already. I think it would be then.
Green and white again, number 52. And this one's blue again, number 26. Alistair, you better get a chance to draw, and if you draw your own, you have to do it back. I just need that rule.
I just made a ruler. I got two.
Give you two, well.
It's a green one and it's 61. Green 61.
Green 61. You sure? Okay, thank you. Right, green number 88. Green and white. Green and white.
Yes, oh yes, right.
Pink number 183. Pink 183. Allan. Blue. Blue number 66. Another pink one, 171. White number 82. White 82. Right, back for another. White number 105. Green and white 60. Okay. Blue number 95. Right, Craig, your turn again. Stick your fingers. Okay, this one is pink 191. Blue 141. Green and white 24. Right, Russell.
Russell the bag.
Russell, very good.
You should do the toast to the last one.
Blue 82. Right, last one. What's the shortbread? Charles. Thank you very much. And it's blue again, 131. Blue 131. Oh, these are all. Right, this is number 119. White 119.
Come on, someone wants to
Someone wants to take it away and walk out himself.
Is it what?
White 119. That's it. Thank you very much.
Well, Graham, thank you very much for that. Maybe next year someone will want you. Happy to call now on Rotarian David Chisholm to propose the vote of thanks.
Forgive me, I'm just getting my prop ready. So, what do we think of the show so far? Should we do it again next year? Anyway, our annual Burn Supper is put on, funnily enough, annually. And this year was designed, as last year, not to be fundraising, but to be fun and financially wash its face. Now, I've no idea whether we've managed that yet because I've still got to do the sums. But thanks very much for you all doing the raffle because that's a contribution to the evening. There are a number of people I'd like to thank, and I'm going to ask my predecessor who ran this particular event last year, ask his wife if she would kindly come up here and assist me in passing out some gifts. Thank you very much, Anne. This is Agnes Tilley. So, before we really start, I'd just like to mention a few Rotarians behind the scenes who really helped me out, and include Rod Jones, Paddy Holmes, Graham Russell, who did the raffle, Andrew, my predecessor, and this is her husband, Ian Fraser, our secretary, and Alistair, our master of ceremonies. So thanks. And I'm searching the room for Eve, who owns the hotel, but she's not visible. But I'd like to publicly thank her, her family, and her staff for putting on a really good spread. Okay, Sarah and Dorothy, thank you so much for your contribution. And thank you very much. So thank you very much, Sarah. I think we all agree. And also, Dorothy, she did come in at the last minute, and I am to know, well, I believe her, she said 2 days ago she hasn't actually written anything, but what a concert presentation. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Now, there is a small donation for the Piper.
Whiskey for paper.
It's not whiskey for Piper. I was going to give him that, and he said, no, you keep it, Dave. So, Ben, thank you again very much. And which brings me on to the gentleman at the top table. And I use that word carefully, as I might have been advised. Right? I'm going to start with Charlie. I think that was absolutely fantastic. I think the way he did it tonight and the way he did it last year puts a lot of meaning into Tamashanter, which a lot of people probably don't really understand perfectly. Now, the fact that it was deemed that he came from Green Loaning is actually absolutely true. It's not true. But one thing about Charlie I really like, he committed to actually doing this about 3 months ago, and he then disappeared off the face of the earth, and I couldn't actually find him on the phone or an email or all the rest of it. But thank you very much for coming along, and we have a thank you. The thing about Charlie is, he said, I did it last year, I don't really want to do it again. I said, no, but if you want to come along and beat the President John over the head with your bunnet and hug a few of the women, just come along. And he said, that's it, I'm doing that. So, Craig, thank you very much indeed for your contribution. I didn't realise that Burns was represented and celebrated in so many different countries and so many different languages. And it's really nice to know that Burns language was translated into English at some point. Which brings to my friend, who once was a friend, who publicly stated I am no longer a friend. But I think he rises slightly in my estimation because he did pull a raffle ticket out and had my name on it. So as far as I'm concerned, he is a friend. And equally, he's absolutely right. He chipped in at the last moment. He didn't need much persuasion. He thought he'd come along and really have a good time, and I hope you have, Harry. So thank you very much indeed. And that's for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. David? We're going to bring the proceedings to a close with some final comments from President John Kilby.
I'm not sure how I'd follow all that, but I would like to say that being beaten over the head is not strange territory for me. I'll say no more than that. I think David has done thank you to everyone, and very eloquently so. But I think, David, I've done the job, and I know what you've gone through, and you'll be a very relieved fellow to have seen it gone so well tonight. And I would like everybody to put their hands together as a thank you. It says in this closing comment, normally I try to do a closing comment at the end of our meeting to send people away light of the heart and feeling lightly amused. I'm going to take a risk this evening because we have an evening of Scottishness, and it's bizarre that an Irishman should find himself in this situation. So I'm going to test the sense of humour about yourselves. And it's a story about an Aberdonian who wrote to a national newspaper and complained bitterly that if they didn't stop criticising the Scots for being mean, he would stop borrowing their paper. I would like you to join me in the final toast. To Rotary International and Rotarians throughout the world. And by the way, thank you all very much for coming, because without you people, we haven't got a show. So, thank you, everyone.
It would be traditional that we finish the evening with a Auld Lang Syne. It's equally traditional that at this point everybody looks round and says, who's going to start this off? And I can assure you it ain't going to be me. Sarah, you would like to start us off, Sarah, would you? If you just belt in and everybody will pick it up as we go along, will we not?
Yes.
Yes. If you don't mind.
Should all the acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should all the acquaintance be forgot for Auld Lang Syne? For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. Now here's a hand I trust in fear, and here's a hand of mine. We'll take a record whirling walk for Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne.